Hi guys, welcome back to another YouTube video from me. Today I am setting up my December bullet journal using the Christmas Memories decorative kit collection from the Pretty Pink Co., which I'm showing now, plus some extras she had for a Tuesday special collection. And then here are some of the journaling sheets from her weekly collection that matches. I got a little bit out of my comfort zone with this setup because I'm used to using stickers from my own shop, Paper Trail Plans. We also do monthly decorative collections, but for the month of December, we like didn't have time to do a full collection. So I wanted to not feel limited with my bullet journal setup, especially for the last month of the year, because I just wanted to go all out for some reason. I guess because it's the last spread I plan to do in this journal. Well, the last, monthly spread at least. So I wanted to, like go big with it. And I saw this collection from the Pretty Pink Co. and it felt so like perfectly traditional to me. And I love a traditional Christmas vibe. So I kind of went crazy with getting all of the sheets. I got some duplicates of some sheets so that I could, like not worry about running out of certain stickers. So I really had fun with this spread. I think this particular um, spread, the first or the cover page, I guess you would call it. I had really fun intentions with it, but it kind of got away from me, as you'll see soon. I don't typically put cutouts in my pages, but I decided I wanted to do kind of like a snow globe vibe on this page, because I knew there was really fun deco to work with, and I wanted to like have a big like town Christmas tree poking out from behind this page, like you would see in a snow globe. And I really like how it like came out while looking at this page, but I didn't consider at the time that when I cut the big hole in the page, as you'll see me do very shortly, I would have to contend with the back side of the page looking really weird. So I have regrets doing that because the rest of this spread is me trying to like mitigate that problem and fix my well, I guess it's not a mistake, but it felt like a mistake to me because I panicked when I made that um, cut, and then yeah, I just feel like it got away from me at that point. So yeah, I don't know the next time I'll do um, one of these cutouts, but I might try to plan it a little better in the future. I don't know. I've posted about this spread on my Instagram stories, and I had a couple of really good suggestions for how to fix my boo-boo. One person suggested making like a kind of like shaker of sorts um, that has like glitter in the middle, and that would kind of like distract from the cut, and then maybe like put something on top of it on the other side. And then another person suggested making a wreath, um, and then having that flip up, so that it's at least more like intentional looking on the page. So I may go back and change some things, but for now, you'll see what I not fix it. I feel bad like saying such negative things about it because it really doesn't look terrible. It's just uh, not my personal favorite spread, but that's okay. The whole point of bullet journaling is having fun with it and getting creative. And I definitely got creative with my solution. So moving right along, I cut out the hole and now I'm kind of like adding stickers to the outside to make it look a little more natural. So I had purchased two sheets, or two copies of the floral washi sheet, and Mehek had included these really cool, like kind of there's a word for them, but just like clusters of pine needles that don't go the full length, but they're the one that I just put down is the perfect size to cover up that arch at the top. And then since I had a second one, I layered it behind. on the scene on page two, and it looks really cohesive because they're in the same spot. So it looks like just one sticker, but it's actually two. I feel like I'm over explaining that, but you get what I mean. And I really like how it looks. But yeah, I feel like the more I worked on this spread, the less it felt like an actual snow globe, which is fine because it doesn't have to look like one. And also, how do you make a page look like a snow globe? But I still like the overall outcome. I'm also using these Pretty Pink Co. vintage music deco stickers. They are from her advent last year, and I'm obsessed with them. I think I've been kind of like hoarding those sheets because it's just like perfect sizing for my preference, and there's like a really nice variety of sizing, or not sizing, but like layouts on the page. So I had a lot of fun pulling those in, but I was like a little scared to use them because with Advent sheets, like that's me counting how many letters are in December, but then realizing I'm not gonna have room to fit them all, so I abbreviated it. But yeah, back to the Advent. With sheets from Advents, I tend to like be a little wary of using them because I know there's not like the option to buy more, which is just, a little bit of the hoarder tendency in me, I guess. But since she didn't list those on her website after the fact, I just knew I wouldn't be able to purchase more if I ran out. So I've been a little stingy with them, but that's okay. Um, trying to get better at actually using what I have in my collection, but I know I'm not the only one with that problem. So let me know in the comments if you also struggle with that, because it's tough out here. We pay all this money for these gorgeous stickers and then are scared to actually use them. But we should use them. That's the whole point. Now I'm kind of adding these vintage text stickers from Sadie Stickers. They were from like a sampler, um, but I like how they looked over the alcohol ink, and I'm just kind of sprucing up this little area. Um, yeah, I think I'm gonna play some music because there's not much to talk about right now, but I'll come back when there is. Okay, so here is the overview of that page, and now we're moving on to um, the problem child, I like to call it. So at first I thought I was just going to be able to like layer other stickers and kind of make it look a little more natural, but then that begs the question of, should I put something on the left side of the first page so that you can see through it on that side? And it just, I realized I um, made a big mistake, which is not really accurate, but I was like, oh shoot. So then my solution was to just cover it up with that sheet of paper. I got those from Amazon. They're just like textured papers with kind of like lace cutout borders. And I thought that one looked kind of cool and festive. So I slapped that down over the top and decided that I would just add date numbers and then make this my highlights page. So, yeah, it's not my favorite, like I said before, but it works and it serves the purpose that I needed it for, so it's all good. But yeah, it's just I don't like having to like creatively problem solve like that in the moment when I'm not really like happy with the result. But it is what it is, and it still looks cool from the front. I don't know if I've flipped back to it yet, but like it just looks like a brown backdrop, which is fine. Now I'm going in with these Panda Bird Design charms and garland or like chain garlands and spelling out highlights, except I somehow missed the last G or no, the last H in highlights. So it's misspelled, but don't mind that. I'm going back and fixing it. But I really like these charms. They're really cool. And they add like a fun uh like my first thought was charming, but that is just too on the nose. I don't know. I like the vibe that it adds to a spread. So I was glad I pulled these in. I think I also just have an association between these charms and Christmas spreads because I used them last year for my Christmas spread in my memory planner. If I remember, I'll pop up a picture of it here, but I just really enjoy using them. So, highly recommend checking those out if you like the look of them. Um, yeah, the rest of this setup until I get to the music and movies is kind of monotonous. So I'm gonna play more music and come back and chat more when I'm working on something new. right now I'm moving on to my listening and watching sections. And for this spread, I wanted to create a Dutch door, where like the the Dutch door part is where like the header for each spread is, and then you kind of like get a peek of some Christmas deco on each little sidebar. That's what I call, I don't know if that's the right term, but that's what I call the like exposed part of a Dutch door on either side. But that could just be the memory planner in me. Um, but I used these stickers from page 7 from the Christmas Memories collection. It's called the Stamps and Frames sheet. But since the sheet or since the stickers are so like symmetrical, they work really well for like creating a Dutch door because you can use them on both sides and they will line up, which you'll see once I work on the other side. But I just wanted something to kind of like pop out, and these were perfect, which is why I bought 2 sheets of those. So if you're trying out a Pretty Pink Co. decorative collection, I would suggest getting 2 of these sheets if you want to try something like this because they're perfect for adding like little pop outs for your Dutch store. So highly recommend that. Um, I had a lot of fun with these spreads because I kind of went really extra with my deco and decorating. Um, I used a lot of the like little deco stickers from the collection because generally I prefer larger deco because I just like the impact that it has on the page. But a lot of decorative collections come with smaller deco, so I ended up sprinkling a lot of that in these spreads, and I really love how that came out. Um, I think I'll go back to music now because I mean, I haven't done a voiceover in a minute, so I feel rusty, but also like there's only so much to say about the spread as I'm doing it. So let me know what y'all think of this style voiceover. Um, I mean, I could spend time talking about other stuff, but I think since it's my first video in a while, I'm just gonna let the music play. But yeah, let me know what you would prefer in the comments for future videos. Thanks. All right, so the last page in my December setup is the order tracker slash shopping list. I decided for this month that I would like modify my order tracker page because typically I either put like habit trackers or my social media tracker on this page. But I decided to kind of like lean into the Christmas vibes and make a shopping list on the left side, and then my order tracker on the right side will be just for like my Christmas gift shopping tracking. That was a mouthful. Um, so usually I reserve my order tracker for just sticker purchases, but since we just had Black Friday, and I put myself on a no spend after that craziness, I don't need an order tracker necessarily for the month of December, but I did leave a few blank pages between my November setup and my December setup because I intend to make a Black Friday order tracker. So that will be its own separate spread, and I'll probably record that. But yeah, so I didn't need a full order tracker for stickers for this month. So this was my um, way of getting around that, but still making it relevant for this month. So I'm pulling in more of the charm stickers from Bird Design. I don't end up finishing up this side of the spread because I wasn't exactly sure how I wanted to set it up, but I think I'm gonna go back in with like craft paper and make little like pocket flap things. I'm sure there's a better term for that, but like fold up tabs, I guess, is a better way to describe it. So that for each person I'm shopping for, they each get their own little like flip up tab, and I can write what like I plan on buying for them underneath that, but still make it a little private so it's not like just super visible, especially if I share this on social media. I don't want the people I'm shopping for to know what they're gonna get. So that's my tentative plan for this page, but I also didn't leave myself a ton of room to do that. So we'll see. It will serve some sort of purpose, but um, I liked that I included this because it's just kind of fun and festive. You see me laying down that little teddy bear sticker. That's probably my favorite sticker on the foiled deco add-on from the weekly collection, and it's just so cute. So I layered a bunch of alcohol ink behind it to kind of make it more of a focal point. I will say this last spread, I kind of went a little crazy with just adding deco everywhere because generally speaking, well, I think it's less of a problem when I'm using my own collections because I don't feel like I'm gonna run out of anything because if I do, I can always print more. But when I'm using another shop's collection and I only have like a limited amount of stickers, I I get a little stingy. It's kind of the same like in memory planning with florals. If you have like one sheet of florals, you tend to like um, be a little more conservative with how you use them until you get to the second half of the page and you realize you have a ton left. I don't know if anyone else can relate to that, but I am always like that. So it's kind of the same concept. Like I didn't want to run out of the cute deco stickers for the spread, so I wasn't necessarily conservative with the other pages, but when I got to this page, I realized how much I still had left. So I slapped a bunch of stuff down on the page. And looking back at it now, once it's all completed, it does look pretty busy. But that's all right. That's my style. I'm definitely a maximalist in my planners and journals. So it works out. But yeah, it's just a little much for the eye. So yeah. Now I'm setting up my order tracker. I love using these thin washi strips from my shop. They're really nice if you don't want to necessarily like use pen to create borders. I shy away from that because I tend to make mistakes and like if I'm using a ruler even like I'll accidentally like slip a ruler and then it goes wonky, and so I just like having these thin strips because they do the job for me and they look nicer than my handwriting would. So, yeah, I love pulling those in. But now I'm just kind of going back in with a bunch of deco and really filling up the page. But I think that pretty much covers it for um, talking about everything I did for this setup. So I will end the voiceover here. But thank you so much for tuning in and watching this. I know a lot of y'all said you were excited to see my December setup, so I hope you enjoyed this. And apologies that I'm always kind of late to the game with these, but I just do them when I have time to. And um, I assume nobody really cares that it's, like a third of the way through the month already. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.